All the cycles.
Podcast. Spelled backwards.
Leap. Dumb. Leap. Dumb. Leap. Dumb.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pod Lead'em. That is Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. And today is a very special day. It's the dawn of a new era. In some lights, it looks like the dawn of an old era in many respects. But we are so excited to go into part 3 of our great top model journey with you. My name is Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and it's like my baby has all grown up and is gone off to college.
I'm JW Crump, and buckle up your seatbelt because it's gonna be one hell of a ride.
And I'm Lex Basile Price, and ooh, I've got it, babies.
We are here today to discuss Cycle 19, College Edition, Episode 1, Return to Classic Titles.
Surprise, surprise for us.
I actually didn't know that they ever
coming.
did that.
No, it was very exciting. The Girl Who Makes the Grade. I'm thankful it's not the co-ed who.
I'm shocked it's not the girls who make the grade.
Oh no, it's only one of them.
Is it just Maria?
But my title was The Girl Who Wishes Melissa Well.
And you know who we wish... Oh my god. Sorry, I actually need a moment. I can't transition. You know who we wish well? Our newest Anchor.fm sponsor. You can go to anchor.fm/podleader to become one as well. A top model classic, Sarah with an H.
With an H?
Sarah, thank you for being our Cycle 19, Sarah.
We
needed
get a
one.
glimpse. We get a glimpse of one.
The Bears.
Cast
Susant.
aside. Let me say, this whole episode feels like we get glimpses, just glimpses of things all the time. And I'm going to come in hard and fast. Loyal listeners, I know. Cycle 19, College Edition, not the best reputation within the top model fandom and or community.
And or this podcast.
No.
And we've brought it up.
As a podcaster, this premiere episode made me howl.
Now, did I send a picture of my notes to Hannah and JW with the message of 16 seconds? Because I had 2 full pages of notes within that time frame. And it took me 2 hours to watch this episode of TV. So
yeah. Did I pause the episode at 3 minutes and 18 seconds and realize that I'd been watching that for about 22 minutes? Sure did.
And it's all front loaded. Eventually it calms down a
little.
So we open on what appears to be an ANTM only version of YouTube.
Finally.
What I love about this fake YouTube page, there is a number in the corner that has no reference point. It just says 1,156,388 views.
Moments so dear.
Likes, minutes,
dislikes,
Patrick's.
And the cursor, I know this is a wild thing to point out. The mouse cursor that is on the screen looks like no cursor I've ever seen. It's like chunky.
It's the Ghost Rider crossover, finally.
No, it's the fiercely real cursor.
Tyra is by the pool, at lunch, and at the spa, all in the same moment.
The first time. So if you haven't watched this in a long time, and I understand a lot of you haven't. So Tyra's going to talk to a guest that we'll discuss in length in a minute.
Yes.
And at first, it looks like she's just going to be chatting by the poolside.
Mm-hmm.
And then and I mean smash cuts.
It hurts.
To another volume and setting. And it keeps doing this. So they must have filmed the same conversation 100
They filmed
times.
the entire script at every location.
They must have, right?
And,
oh, yes.
And Tyra is awakened by the cursor clicking on the video. She is literally asleep. It clicks pause and she goes, oh.
I do need to give her that in the poolside location, she is wearing a plastic bracelet that looks like something Jubilee from the X-Men cartoon would have worn, and I want it.
I will say this. I don't know. Controversial yet brave opinion. I think Tyra looks pretty great in all these clips.
In these clips?
In these clips
sure. Right here. The makeup.
Because apparently there was a fight with a hairstylist somewhere in between.
So she also has fun t-shirts that she made herself.
To have this, honestly. I would love to have this.
Yes, I would wear it.
It says OMS, and then to describe, because people would not know what that means, in parentheticals underneath, oh my smize.
I love it. Great. There's an H to T one later. Fantastic.
It says say chic underneath it. H to T, say chic.
I think it's a Patrick thing. Because we have to talk about Patrick now.
Someone I had never heard of.
I had never heard of this person.
Nope.
So Patrick was a creation of a person named Patrick Pope. Now.
So impressed that you found this name.
Oh, I found everything, Hannah. Patrick.
But here's why it's impressive, Lex. Because a cursory Google of this name, even with YouTube, even with Top Model.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the way I found out about this person is I found their LinkedIn page.
Delicious.
So, Patrick created with Rooster Teeth this YouTube video that was shit fashion girls say. And it was in the words of this person, this is a real cisgendered woman who uses she, her pronouns, and it was just making fun of things that fashion people say. And it's a larger man with a big beard, long blonde wig, and like women's clothes.
Very Misha Barton wig.
Yes. The fashion industry found out about this and thought, wow, this is humor, when it was just making fun of them.
Finally, we have a definition for Jade.
And you can find interviews where they're like, there's an interview on, or not even an interview, it's the wildest thing I've seen. From 2013, it's like, here are the new catchphrases for you to learn. And it's just things that they said.
This was one of the few items I found. And it was like a video listicle.
It's so weirdly formatted.
The oddest thing about the Patrick character, to me, throughout, is I, so far in the 2 episodes I've watched, can't tell how in on the joke the show is.
Well, because I don't think the fashion people...
That's what I mean. I think this is all unclear and murky, because there's sometimes Patrick, and it's in the 2nd episode... No, it's actually here. And in the 2nd episode, there's at least one moment that I was like, that's actually pretty funny.
There are funny things. The original video, it's like not unfunny.
Yeah.
But I don't know how the fashion people thought this was like...
It.
Yeah.
It feels like Patrick got successful in a way that he did not anticipate.
Yes.
And then the attitude feels very, well, I'm just going to ride this as far as it can go. And you know what? Do it.
So,
honestly, pointless in the episode, yes, but I am mostly on Patrick's side. I feel like that is true, Hannah Jane. I feel like Patrick was like, well, I'll make money.
Yeah.
That's fully
you want to
Patrick's
interview me and I just say stupid things the whole time? Okay.
So sign me up.
Patrick Pope currently works for 2 companies. He is the head of content for Vaccinity, where it's a biological firm of trying to, and it actually seems cool, trying to make vaccines for chronic diseases.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Yeah. And he's the head of content. Great. He also, with his wife, is the co-founder and chief creative officer for Grow House Media, which is a cannabis-focused
That's
production
exactly what I thought it was going to be.
company.
Great. Live your life, Patrick.
But like, seems like this was clearly a blip that he like came up with at Rooster Teeth, and they're like, oh, this will be funny. And then it became something no one expected. And that's why they've tried to scorch earth it from the internet.
And I'm going to say did a pretty darn good job for the most part. If it wasn't for Top Model, I don't know that anyone would have remembered this.
No. So the hard cut to the salon, by the way, this is Tyra's bathroom.
Oh, yeah. So crowded.
The sound is so bad in the bathroom nail salon location.
Well, also the lunch location is like 2 feet to the left from the poolside.
They're really having a day of it.
Patrick, I'm totally freaking out right now. Ty, why? It's the 19th cycle. That's it. That's why he's freaking out.
The last one wasn't well received.
The producers told me if I don't fix it, we're fucked.
Yeah.
That's why I called you my best friend.
Patrick.
It does feel like the entire time Patrick is making fun of Tyra.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
oh, this isn't a big deal.
Patrick is here to let us know who the hot celebrity babies of the moment were.
I love that Patrick pitches a baby cycle, and Tyra's main criticism is that she feels like she's seen it before. I'm sorry.
If I had a nickel. Every time I walk into a room, there's just a panel of babies ready to judge me.
Also, I don't know if anyone else caught it. When they're at the lunch scene, there's an ice bucket with one Pellegrino plastic bottle in it.
Perfect. What a day. Oh, can I make one baby top model joke? Because we won't get to say it anymore. Private bueno.
It's so scary. They say things that don't mean. When did Tyra decide to add aggressive chewing gum to a scene when there was no gum before?
Also, something about Tyra somehow was like, oh, college edition, college girls, stupid.
Idiots.
Tyra, despite the fact that she wants to be so pro-education, cannot get over women in college being dumb hoes.
There's like a deep-seated, unpacked hatred.
Because she is so jealous of them. Because her 3-week, over
Oh my
3
God.
years course at a charter school.
Shriek saying, look at you with your big, fierce Harvard college idea.
Felt like a read. Everyone, wake up. New booty tooch alert. It's an Ivy League booty tooch. A looch. I did laugh. And this was the really funny, actually made me laugh, Patrick joke. When he goes, you're perfect, Tyra. And she goes, no, you're perfect. He goes, I know. I was like, ooh, fun delivery.
Yeah, in that original Patrick video, there is a Kelly, Kelly Shoes
Yes.
is in that video. So, this is what they were going for.
Wow, that's a YouTube video that stood the test of time. Still
Still
fun.
out there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lip sync on the most recent season of Dragula.
Yep, absolutely was.
We should probably mention, in case people are not watching / have not seen this cycle since it originally aired, that Tyra's big idea is that it's a college cycle. And everybody at home can totally vote for who should stay and who should go home.
Now, let's say two things. The cycles, especially after this episode, the idea that it is college themed at all is a small, fading already into the background idea.
Somehow Johnny Woojack remains most committed to this idea.
Yes.
Of all
Just
the
so he could
people
have things to
involved.
shout out like, yeah, Seminoles. And you're like,
Tigers.
all right.
I learned all these for
I'm
a
using
reason.
them.
But the real cycle, what it really is about, is it's the social media cycle.
Yes.
Which is the actual theming and would have been enough, but it's so classic Tyra to have multiple ideas, not be told that she has to pick one. And so this became college. And I like this. I want to be clear about this. I like that they really did have a broad perspective of what college and secondary education could be. I appreciated seeing everything from Ivy to state to community to beauty. I love that. And they shouted it out a lot. But that also means that it's just kind of anyone. It's too broad of a definition to make it themed.
It's also because how many previous cycles have we literally had multiple contestants that are like, I left college for this. I'm in college. That's been a constant storyline for people.
Brooke is the only one who couldn't have done this.
When you get a bunch of 18 to 23-year-olds in a room,
If you go to school, that's usually the age. Unless you're Maria, we'll get there.
Well, new filter alert, this time with a plum lip. And if you don't think Tyra's read books, look at that background. She's read definitely all those books.
Also, Tyra went under a waterfall at some point. Because she is wet, wet, wet.
Also, she says going long and strong for 18 cycles. I don't need that. Remove that from your vocabulary.
I would say going long and fine.
Yes.
going long and okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Consistent. They do a count up of 18 when they're like 1, 2, and they show, but the seasons are going slower than the numbers, so we only get up to 14.
It's the dumbest thing you could have fixed so easily.
We only get to neon leotards.
Look, we didn't have those 3 seconds in this episode. We have so much to get through. They had to make cuts somewhere.
You start getting fan cams.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
The first dude can get it.
If you think I'm not picking a fan of the week every week,
You got it.
you are wrong. And this one is, yes, Staten Island Italian man in his pink checkered shirt.
I loved him. And I also adored twins and their friend.
Oh, that's what it was?
It was 2 identical twins.
I thought it was 3 blondes.
Nope, 2 twins who talked at the same time, and their friend who's like, oh. What
Still
is this
batting a
friendship?
higher percentage than the Kardashians.
Along with you, me, and fashion PR maven Kelly Cadrone.
The worst part of this is now Kelly is the alum.
Ooh.
Look, these pull quotes, because blogs and magazines are talking about this cycle.
The use of the word blogs in any it is a noun, it is a verb, it is a preposition, it is an adverb.
An occupation.
Look, are you the noun blog or are you the
Verb blog.
blogging?
And to Hannah's point, there is going to be, we'll never be able to read all of it. And a lot of it's nothing. There's so much text on screen at any given moment.
Look,
Constantly.
the pull quote from Hollywood Life, the 19th season of ANTM is going to be almost unrecognizable.
Delicious.
You're going to have to squint, but you'll see it.
So, and we're introduced to Rob Evans.
Ugh.
Oh.
The sexiest male supermodel in the world.
Okay. To call Rob Evans a supermodel at this point is
Generous. Feels
ridiculous.
generous.
Yeah.
He is 23 here. And basically, someone saw him boxing and was like, you are attractive. Let's make you a model. And he's like, probably
Okay.
sounds make more money. And then we see pictures of him, and that's exactly what he does. It's been said in people's talking about him that he doesn't so much model as just kind of stand there.
This man does not have a Wikipedia page.
Which is wild because he has had multiple assault charges filed against him.
Yeah.
In terms of the show itself, the only part that I like is the idea that now that Tyra's a little older since the first cycle, that they have a young current model on the panel.
And now
I
Tyra is the
agree.
Janice.
Yeah, kind
A
of.
currently working model who is currently working. Makes
And he
sense.
does a little lip service to that, and that is where
But
it
did it
ends.
have to be this one? Yes, because Tyra wants to fuck him. Sorry.
Okay, I need to talk about this. So there was an article where they asked Tyra, were you fucking Rob Evans? And she says...
They really just asked that?
Yep.
Wow.
She says, I took Rob out to dinner when we very first started working on Top Model. The tabloids don't say that my best friend with red hair was at the table with us. No name is given. He is like my little brother. I am his sister. Maybe he may have a crush on his sister, but
No.
he's a little brother. The words came out of her mouth where she said, yeah, my little brother might want to fuck me, but isn't that everyone?
She also does not definitively say yes or no to this
Exactly.
question.
Find the redheaded best friend. Get to their side of the
Gonna
story.
tell her.
Also, let's think about that for a second. How weird is it? Like, I'm taking my new coworker out to dinner with me, but my best friend with red hair has to come so it doesn't look like a date?
Well,
What?
and part of this is that we wouldn't, I think, be quite as suspicious about this if they didn't make every effort to show the two of them photographed together.
Oh my God.
Constantly.
All the time.
In addition to Rob Evans, we have fashion's most powerful blogger, Brian Boy.
Who couldn't have less to do.
Well, he doesn't appear in this episode.
Nope.
From what I could find out, Brian Boy's current job is editor-in-chief of Perfect Magazine.
That's what I found as well, so
Uh-huh.
that sounds
What
right.
is Perfect Magazine, you may ask? Look, I've been to their website and I don't know. But it appears to be a branding service
Mhm.
for anyone that's also a magazine.
I mean, when you're a biannual magazine, it doesn't tell me you're actually a magazine.
That's the only buy rights I'm not here for.
Biannual magazine.
Biannual anything.
I'll give Brian Boy credit, who now goes by Brian Boy on IMDb. They're split.
Oh, I thought you were literally going to make a joke like Brian Man or whatever.
No. Because in here it's Brian Boy, his blogging name.
Right, which does make sense.
Sure, and now he's Brian Boy. I'll give him credit. He has a lot of followers on TikTok in a very short amount of time, and almost seems more relevant than at the time of the show, from what I've gathered.
I got a little bit of that vibe too, and I'm going to say he's not in this episode, so we'll discuss it way more in the next episode when he actually has stuff to do. He's fun, quirky to me for the most part right now, and also seems like he does speak from a little bit of a place of authority on social media that this show, especially Tyra Banks, desperately needed.
Yes.
Well, and I think that's actually, in a way, a problem for the show, but we can get to that when we actually see him.
Because we finally have a JW.
Yes.
Took
And
forever.
someone that JW is probably into was what my note was. So new Mr. J is Johnny Wujek, and Johnny Wujek was recently in the pop sphere because he was the costume designer on Legendary.
Yep, absolutely.
Still pleasant.
And came here to be anti-Kelly Catrone.
Which Kelly Catrone figures out in real time.
Yes.
And it is a pure delight.
There is something because Mr. J's bitterness became too apparent to be enjoyable after a while.
Yeah.
And part of that might have been the book that we read, who can say, I appreciated that I didn't remember anything about Johnny.
I didn't remember he was on this show.
Nothing. And his light in the midst of Kelly's and Rob's is so pleasant. Yes. And then the first time he hits us with that lisp. And I mean, y'all, all voices are valid. This lisp is the thickest thing I've heard in a long time, and it's charming as all hell.
It is this is a person who didn't go to his speech therapy in elementary school and whose tongue kept growing while his mouth stayed the same size.
And I love it. I genuinely, unironically love it.
He's just this oasis in the midst of like a sea of trying the hardest.
Yeah.
Oasis of like calm, self-actualized, nothing to prove, just here to have a bit of a good time and maybe help out an aspiring model or two.
He's giving me queer DeYonk vibes a little.
I get that.
Chill.
Yes.
And him wearing a hat that just says
top.
And on the back, do you want to be on? Fan.
Gorgeous. Would wear that too. If there's a link that a fan has.
The one. Oh my God, could you imagine we get the top hat and the oh my smile? We love the college cycle. I would say.
Favorite cycle.
I would say the one annoying thing, and this is more the show than him. I don't need to hear the phrase Katy Perry again.
Oh,
they
no,
say
no.
Eventually we get a shout out to Nicki Minaj at least, so it kind of breaks it up, but they can't
from an unexpected source.
Can't stop talking about friendship stylist with Katy Perry.
Tyra lets us know that she got this idea after, in her words, graduating from Harvard.
She George Glassed this theme.
Also alludes to a top model campus that, from what I can tell, does not exist.
No. Also, we see glimpses of some photos in a Harvard bustier that we see later. And y'all, these are the worst Tyra photos we've ever seen.
We thought
maybe this
Sophie
is why they
Winter
canceled Tyra Mail. Because they looked at the photos and they were like, oh.
Because these are definitely Tyra Mail photos.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yes.
I like the idea that they saw these photos and then they were like, Patrick, you got to come.
Patrick, you're delivering them all.
So here's what Tyra thinks every single college woman wears. A baby doll tee with their school audit. And some of these schools clearly did not have t-shirts and they had to create these on the fly.
Oh, yeah.
And short shorts that all denim. At some point, it's quirky of one of them because one of them wears pants. And I'm like, ooh, diversity.
Ooh.
Diversity hire.
Oh, she covered up those arms and those legs?
Okay. They have randos sitting on steps. and in this house's yard, and they parade the contestants, the top 30 contestants in, and it feels really objectifying, and it's very like Porky's. It's like Tyra saw a movie about college and was like, got it. All women are hoes. And they also, everyone's drinking because we do see red Solo cups and wristbands.
Yep.
And not everyone has a wristband on.
And it's just the middle of the day.
Yeah.
It sure is.
And then random people also sitting in the pool.
Also, there are certain things that the show is going to use to allude to it being college all the time.
Yes.
And one of those things is class bells ringing, which is so perfectly stupid.
It shows no one's ever been to college.
It's just great.
I mean, the new gong bongs, class bell.
God bless the woman who comes in and goes, Oregon State University. Because there's a canted lower angle camera where clearly every single contestant was commanded to walk in front of and just scream their school name.
Also, the backgrounds, I need to get in. The backgrounds of the talking heads range wildly, because the first one we see
there's so many of them.
Of Leela.
So
of Leela in front of a woman's measurements.
That's not my favorite. My favorite is the blackboard with pi, with ANTM and pi to 5 digits.
With no decimal.
And also, you went through all the trouble of making a whole new logo with a crest. Why not just use that?
Also, we removed America's Next. Small thing, it just is Top Model College Edition.
It is interesting that they mostly just call it Top Model now.
There is a lucite runway in the middle of a pool, and I said, oh no,
it's back.
JW's greatest love and his greatest hate.
I just can't believe another clear runway, and this time you'll find out it's more dangerous than ever for 2 reasons.
Yes.
Also, there's a lot of rock climbing tooching in these audition videos. Why so much rock climbing?
Serious question. When and who did all of the cutting of the shirts?
Well,
did this happen on the bus? Was it a group activity?
Because there's a lot of different styles of cutting.
Yeah, there is.
It truly felt like they gave them all shirts and said, hey, you can do what you want with these. And
but they must
just
be
had
cropped.
craft time.
Were there 50 and they put them on the bus and gave them their shirts and then eliminated 20 based on the shirt styles?
I mean, also, we skimmed past it, but 30 is a lower number than normal. Not by a lot, but also, we should say that the format of this audition episode, which I am still so glad that we got audition nonsense rejected contestants.
It was so nice.
The format's way different, though. Eventually they just go from 30 to 13.
Mm-hmm.
There is no mid-cut, which is fascinating.
We finally meet Maria, who I wrote New Candace Smith because she introduces herself with her full name, but then everyone doing
did
that.
So. That's apparently what you do now.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to college, you get your last name.
And she lets us know right away. She's getting a master's in archaeology of religion.
Mm-hmm. And she's here to prove that not all models are stupid. Just most of them.
Which is so funny because Jessie is also getting her master's
in architecture.
But
Jessie, seems way more
welcome to Crush Corner, everybody. And it's not just me, it's everybody else present.
Everyone's
She's like Asmarie if
Jessie.
Asmarie didn't know what power she had.
Then, because the show has decided they hate Kiara, she's talking about getting a basketball scholarship to UCI. UCI, where I grew up. At the college in Irvine. University of California, Irvine.
Where you grew up. You grew up there.
Yeah. They keep showing her missing baskets.
Not okay.
Why?
Rude.
While practicing.
It's part of the underlying true message of this cycle, which is that everyone who goes to college is dumb and bad at life.
And it's a shame because I loved Kiara's aggressive pragmatism. I loved her saying, and this is almost word for word, listeners, I needed to play a sport to get money for college, so I did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. She almost feels like an apology for Petite Cycle Ashley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, remember how we tried to make Ashley a thing and it didn't work out for most viewers? Kiara's here.
And then we glimpse our first of many of our narrator, Victoria, who goes to Liberty University Online, which my first note was, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
This red, white, and blue bow that she has in her confessional look only for this episode, as if to be like Liberty University.
If I tell you that we're going to see 5 different elaborate hairstyles from this woman in the first 20 minutes of this episode.
She was homeschooled.
Since she was 9.
Mm-hmm. That kindergarten was too liberal. If you don't know, Liberty University, I'm going to say, is terrible.
Yes.
And I was actually once in a production of Peter and the Starcatcher, where we learned later that our director was a professor at Liberty. And that did not go over well with me and the other gay people on the show.
Know that.
Yeah, we won't dive into it, but do a quick Google on Liberty University, and it won't take you long to find out what Lex is referencing.
Yeah, because they get on her for it being online, but you should have just gotten on her for being Liberty.
No one knew what that was. I will say, there's something so interesting to me. First half of the episode, Victoria, because she says, look, I'll be the first to admit, I didn't have a lot of friends. I'm different. And it's funny because they intersplice that with clips of her doing the exact same thing as everyone else and seemingly getting along fine.
Yeah.
Look, I have a theory. I have a conspiracy theory about Victoria. I feel like I should save it for when we get to like the meat of Victoria Henley. But
we already do.
Look, do I think that she is a vampire and she and her mother are in a let the right one in situation? Yes, I do.
I love this.
I love this.
I love this. Oh.
I'm there.
The word choices, the intense relationship, the aggressiveness.
But let's also be clear, though. There is no one that has ever been more watchable, glued. Anytime Victoria was a whisper on the screen, I was glued to my television.
I was glued to those grape pearl earrings she was wearing. And then we are thrown for a loop when we realize that the DJ actor at this party is Taryn Manning. What the fuck is going on? And she is literally the DJ.
She's actually a DJ.
She was hired as a DJ for this. And then they're like, hey, Taryn. Oh, wait. Are you Taryn Manning?
She was like, I used to live in this house.
What if it's just her house that she's like renting out to the production for the duration of the cycle?
Yeah, I mean, like, we all know about Taryn Manning. What I didn't know is she no longer identifies as gay, but that's maybe for the best because she has violent relationships with women. So, and she said in 2019, she was, quote, epically hacked and was the victim of, quote, cyber criminals after making several disturbing Instagram posts that included disparaging remarks about the cast of Orange is the New Black. It seems like allegedly she was maybe on a bender. They are like, you have to go to rehab. And she's like, got it. Went. Bye. Never mind. So she's a troubled person.
Epically hacked is a fantastic phrase.
Not just hacked.
She's kind of like the opposite of Patrick in this episode because Patrick, you're like, who is that? And you find out and you're like, okay. With her, you're like, is that Taryn Manning?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And then Taryn Manning, as happens at every college party, announces Tyra.
This was super early to get Tyra too.
Right? Oh, because we don't have the J's. Normally the J's come out first.
Oh, that's
and
a
we
really
know
good
and we know
point.
that Kelly can't set up a challenge.
Yeah.
And Tyra literally just chose this house because it had a platform
She
to
sure
get rid of hugs.
Did. Sure did.
But this hair.
What happened?
What did she do to her team of hairstylists?
She looks so lovely in the earlier clips we saw.
She is so bedraggled.
Oh my God.
Her hair is thin looking, like she's unwell.
Yeah.
And then
Or like she tried
flat.
something and like seriously damaged it and there's nothing to be done.
And she looks sweaty.
That's the thing about her to me is she just looks so damp.
But no one else at the party does.
No.
Maybe she tried that lucite runway. Whoa! Also, everyone is just filming her.
Oh, there are so many iPhones out.
We even get some flip phones. Getting that bad quality footage.
And then new filter for Kelly Catrone. I'm shocked Kelly came out in the daytime without
Was it also
sunglasses.
the best clip when they were like, wow, Kelly, cutthroat. That's Alyssa, by the way. Who?
Oh my God.
All the Isses.
Alyssa, spelled Alllyssa, gives Kelly the nickname Cutthroat when she just wanted to call her Cunt-trone.
I kind of adore Alyssa, though, because is it fun to call her Alyssa? I can't tell.
Alyssa?
Yeah.
We
I'll
don't
say
know until later
We don't know
because
enough about
Taryn
her.
Manning calls her Alyssa.
Yeah, that's true. It was because she read that and was like, I guess. But Alyssa is here to dislike every person she meets, and it's kind of funny. Alyssa was like, I wasn't told about these changes.
But sort of in a secret way. She says it in a really positive tone.
Mhm.
And then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, she's like, I call Kelly Cutthroat Catrone.
Was it the best clip to show of Kelly? The one where Louise says, fuck Kelly Catrone, I'm going to knock her out, because that doesn't make her seem cutthroat. It makes her seem hated. Also, I got to talk about these fonts for a second. Look, we've had a lot of text on screen already. Every time someone's introduced, the first name is giant.
Yes.
And then the last name is both off-centered and small. So, and it kind of maybe sort of works for Kelly Catrone fine, but then Rob Evans is too short of a name to do this with.
Yes. And I wrote, because this is before I had looked him up, I wrote, as someone who has never boxed before, I too am an undefeated boxer. Because his face doesn't look like that of a boxer, nor do his ears. He has, no cauliflower ears. And then I realized, JW will know this, he just looks like, to me, I don't find Rob Evans very attractive, and that's not just his personality. He looks to me like if Josh Martinez from Big Brother and The Challenge bulked up.
Just multiverse Josh Martinez.
Because the expression he does in every photo and at every challenge is just kind of like,
Well, it's unmanly to move your face too much.
Sure.
Sure. But here is his just, I'm young and they're young and I'm here to be young. Like, we don't even know what he's going to become.
Is it also Alyssa who has a moment of silence for Rob Evans and how hot he is?
Well, they are trying to, it feels so strange. I'll bring it up now. It feels so strange because it feels like the show is trying to gaslight everyone into saying how hot Rob is.
And we have seen horny contestants on the show before. Yeah. We know what that looks like.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like this.
There's definitely one or two. Yeah, Tay eggs, exactly.
Yeah.
But they have a montage of, like, number one, the fastest Tyron we've ever seen of Nastasia, where she just goes...
And then Darian, who gets an elevator ding after whatever she says.
Yeah, it was a microwave. Like, she's ready.
Oh, gross.
Fully baked.
Let me say right now, Darian is gorgeous.
Oh, stunning.
And such a good dresser. And some part of me thinks Darian was the first to cut that t-shirt, and everyone else is like, uh-oh, we got to compete with Darian.
I also thought Nastasia was stunning.
Mm-hmm.
She reminds me so much of Gabrielle, who left too soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rob says that he really needs to vibe with these girls.
Puke.
Why? You're their boss.
I think he meant, like, again, young, I will vibe with them. I'll understand where they're coming from.
After Johnny is introduced, we get our second Victoria talking head look.
But Johnny also brought us our first ADR moment, because it was clearly decided later that he was the creative director for every single photo shoot. I was like, look at Johnny getting that real-time promotion.
Something is happening with ADR so far this cycle. There's lots of different versions. There's different filters. They're trying a lot.
Yeah. Also, we're doing now, let's show Tyra, but make sure people's heads are in the way of her mouth. And this one was long and fast about fan voting.
That's just been a big purse in front of Tyra's face.
A lamp, like it's like fully what they did to Kerry Washington when she was pregnant on Scandal.
And then we learned that this house that they're at, because in some ways it feels like we removed the budget. You're going to be staying here because we've already rented it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? It does feel just like a lowered budget situation, there is something interesting to me about the idea that they know they're going to move into a house. That is always a big part of it. And to have the house kind of right there within reaching distance, but you can't go in yet is... I don't mind that.
I don't mind
the repeated use of sorority house
Yes.
is where I do not enjoy.
From my research, I couldn't find out this exact house. I think I might have an idea of where it is. This is not a sorority house.
No.
It's probably in like Westwood area, so it's probably adjacent to UCLA. But
it is definitely the most lawn they've ever had. That's a lot of lawn. That's going to require yard work.
It does feel the most like a house in some ways.
Yes. So then we hard cut to a commercial break with a Tyrone with no name. We later learn her name, but we get no name for this like bump to commercial. Mm-hmm. And then we come back and they have decided, because Taryn Manning, they're like, oh, you're Taryn Manning, the actress. Great. You can say words. Can you announce the people as they walk down the runway?
It's time for a walk-off and a photo shoot, all of which are going to take place in front of this crowd of randos, which for the runway, whatever, happens all the time. The photo shoot I did not love.
I did not love that. I also didn't love the way, because of the loose-sightedness of it, and the fact that they're in bathing suits, and the fact that Taryn Manning is just yelling out their names, gave real strip club vibes. Please welcome to the stage, Simone.
It was also an extremely temporary runway.
Well, and also not wide enough for two people to be walking down at the same
time.
time.
I am sorry. I cannot get over that they made them go 2 by 2. They ended up often going behind one another because it was fully just not wide enough. And it's a pool.
And it looked a little wet.
Yes.
And so the idea behind the crowd is that they're going to be tweeting. And at some point, Tyra just says, texting in real time. Texting whom?
They're friends.
So there are fake on-screen tweets. And we know they're fake because the usernames are stuff like John123,
Xander847.
My favorite part of this is when the show is trying to convince you by putting one of these fake names underneath a random crowd member that this is who's tweeting.
And the cherry on the social media sundae is the fake tweet about Jessie misspells her name.
It sure does misspell her name.
Although I think my favorite was the one that referred to Victoria as lively.
So lively.
That was Kiara, like, are we sure about this?
And ding, feather earring. Kristen from FS.
Feathered earring.
Yeah, she got like 4 feathers on each earring from Florida State College of Jacksonville in front of a wall of panties.
Look, she wants you to know that she used to be a mean girl, but she's not anymore, except that she is.
Except I am still a mean girl.
Yeah. And we'll find out later in a reveal that she means she was a mean girl.
She means she was on Bad Girls Club.
She was a violent criminal.
I do love the fake, whoever wrote the fake tweets has been with Top Models since
from the beginning.
Cycle 3.
Yep.
Because we get Tiffany Top Models.
They are a Paulina listener.
Wow.
We get a Brianna quote that I voice message to Lex. I'm energetic. I'm fun. I have ADD. Whoop whoop.
You mean Stacey Ann?
I'm
Brianna.
So the glimpses we got of Brianna make me so sad that she didn't make it onto the cycle proper.
Also, here's a fun fact about JW Crump. I thought she did.
Well, because she is classic top model contestant who has been bigged. Because if you told me she was 8 years old or 34.
Except for that 12-pack of abs she has.
Well,
my goodness.
Jessie says that she's never modeled, but someone did ask her at Trader Joe's if she would like to model for them. And I was like, oh, of course this little stoner spends time at Trader Joe's.
Let me tell you, that is the most Southern California thing I've ever heard in my life. Also, it had to have been because every parking lot of a Trader Joe's in California is the worst. So she was trying to go through the maze of cars to get in and out. And someone did have time. And also, let me tell you, I told JW about this. Ooh, I just had the yummiest snack from Trader Joe's. They are called, worst name, Super Seedy Cheese Bites.
Ooh, that's a cheese bite you meet in a dark alley.
Cheese bite with like peppercorns and seeds and stuff. It was really good.
Yeah.
But the last time I was out in California, I had elote corn chips. They are like Fritos on like steroids. The yummiest thing I've ever had.
I like it. Tyra doesn't know their names yet, so you get some commentary like, nice long legs on orange bottom.
Talking about bottom.
Okay, first, this is going to be a thing that literally follows Jessie through her time on the competition. We get the big butt blur, which can't have been necessary because it is her entire butt.
It's her entire butt.
It's literally as if they're blurring it because it's too hot. Because everyone
can't take it.
Listeners, unless you have watched this episode, you do not understand. This donk that Jessie apparently has, we can't see it.
Nope.
We never see it.
The ass to end all asses. No one can stop talking. Kelly Catrone loses the veneer of PR maven and evil queen and goes, that ass though, basically.
But this is my favorite part of the whole thing. Kelly Catrone refuses to say the word butt in a way that implies that she finds the word vulgar.
Yes.
Which coming from Kelly Catrone is amazing because we get bottom and backside.
Backside. Ooh, backside. I'm surprised we didn't get like a rear end.
Derriere.
Ooh. Here's the annoying contestant, and her name is Jasmine. And Jasmine saw Lady Cap from a bunch of cycles ago and said, I can one up that.
Yeah, it's a very American Idol audition.
Yeah.
Yes.
We get a glimpse of a Sarah from University of Virginia.
Gone.
That's the last we'll see of Sarah.
Leela thinks maybe she's scaring other contestants, and I said, probably not.
Also, I understand if you're like, oh, it's an audition episode. It seems like they're bouncing around. It's because right now, the format of this episode's weird because we're not getting the interviews yet.
Until later.
So we're just getting inundated.
Everyone.
Pyrons and people and flashes and this, that, and the
We
other.
get
And
Deidre spelled the way you'll never expect.
And it's truly hard to keep up with what's going on. We have had multiple people, including Lex's husband, who have said that they started this episode and had to be out, had to tap.
Yeah.
And we've heard that from multiple people. And I get it. It's because the first half of this episode is an assault on your senses.
Yes.
You have no idea what's going on.
And then it gets so normal for audition top model.
This moment, because it's time for the photo shoot. And Johnny Wujek seems to be giving some sincere, low-key direction. And Kelly Catrone walks up to him with the express purpose of mocking a model to her face. And Johnny just says, oh, no, I'm not going to do that.
He's immediately annoyed.
And literally says, oh, and she goes, oh, do you see potential? He goes, kind of. I'm an optimist.
And then she just kind of melts away.
Slinks away.
Ba-dum.
We found the kryptonite, and that kryptonite is kindness.
Annalise wore
chill positivity.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
Nastasia says that this is the most high stakes photo shoot she's ever had, which makes me believe she's a working model who's working.
Yeah. Because they're also doing, it's a double photo shoot. They're just doing photos at the same time because they're on a schedule. And everyone just gets to stand behind the cameras and take their own cameras on their phones.
Yeah, it didn't make sense at all.
I have so many questions about how JW brought it up already. If they wanted to go in on this being the social media cycle, sure. But nobody has an explanation of how the social media voting works that makes any sense whatsoever.
Well, now we have a social media room.
Like all colleges have.
And then everyone is surprised that on Facebook people are being mean. Yeah, that's Facebook.
Yeah, I said, oh no, y'all don't read the comments. I did like Leela being like, mine has 530 likes. And I was like, that is a lot of likes. Because they apparently just instantly put these on Facebook.
And I guess on their, I don't know if
on
they
their
have
own Facebook?
branded ANTM pages or if it's their personal Facebook pages.
Because then we later get told about interaction. So
and some kind of voting system.
Who knows? Who could say? So we head into the audition, like the interview section. That's just the judging room.
Yeah, for the first time ever, the interview panel room will become the judging panel room.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still, for no reason, a divided runway.
Well, no, I know. It's so they can enter on one side and leave on the other.
It's so little. It looks like you're driving into a motel. Yes. You gotta leave your car there while you check in.
And the theme of this room is white.
There is more pink than I remember.
Because there had to be a second color, because this must... Why would you make something that is going to have so many heels and so much scuff bright white?
There's also a lot of branded or hoping to be branded phrases on the walls. And they're not all created equal, because apparently Tyra's new one is work your angles. Because we see it everywhere.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah.
My favorite thing that's on the walls is their smiley faces. And then one is just the neutral face.
Every time I saw the straight line neutral smile, I loved it.
Because it seems like it's commenting on the room.
Yeah. But to me, the weirdest choice of this whole thing, because I would love to know why. We take away the judging table and we replace it with cafe seating. Everyone gets a table for one.
And so often the judges have to just hold their papers on their laps, which is not
they're also raised up, so they have to look down at them. And the scroll, we glimpsed
Kelly got that hug from Annalise and was like,
never again. The scroll behind Tyra's head of just constantly updating comments.
Well, and look, this TV is so small.
Yeah, of course.
And so flimsy.
Can I just say, I've got a pitch. Let's say this is a social media cycle. I'm rewriting the whole cycle.
Great.
It would have been great to have a photo shoot where everyone just had to be one of the emojis. And because now I'm just imagining everyone had to be the straight line face.
If they did it like the cards where they had to do 6 of them.
Dancing woman red dress.
Just a little face at the bottom instead of the word.
Done.
Serving lady.
Cat with hard eyes.
All right, Laura's first in.
Oh, hey, we didn't mention this before, but previously in this episode, Laura has tried to brand herself as the underdog.
Yeah. Small town.
Which is about to fall apart.
So she is a hotel, resort, and tourism management major. And her father was on Dynasty. And her mother, Miss Australia for Miss World.
Whatever.
I'm a big Dynasty fan. And when I saw Jeff Colby, I was like, you're Jeff Colby's daughter? That's one of the most popular characters on that show.
And her mother was as I said, Miss Australia for Miss World. And then Sepia also got an update. And that update is film grain.
Because before college, you're filmed. And then at college, like your last name, you get digital footage. And then Johnny decides to solidify this enemy ship
Uh-huh.
and says that Laura looks kind of like a publicist right now. And Kelly's full body reaction to that. And then Tyra's like, oh, time for a bit.
And then Tyra assaults
this
her.
makeover is far too aggressive.
She strips her naked, basically.
Pours a bottle of water on her head. And Laura looks so uncomfortable the whole time.
They didn't even send her out like Kayla.
Nope. Right to her face.
Now,
Too
is
much.
Laura too fake tan for my liking on a modeling show? Yes. She
But
looks
she
a
does,
little burnt.
but she does look kind of like Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, her mother was like a model.
Uh-huh.
And her father was a TV star. But she's just a small town girl.
I do appreciate the idea that Laura, while unsuccessfully branding herself as an underdog, is trying to be like, but I do want to just do this myself.
Sure.
Sure, but that could be your story. Why not just say that?
Yeah, rather than try to hide it.
Mm-hmm. Then we get a top model classic, Brittany, who we are just going to learn a new fact about Brittany every time we meet her. And they all make sense.
Yes.
But it's still too many facts.
Yes. The kooky music begins and we know, oh, a character's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And we learn she is a business major, a psychology minor, and a Disney adult.
She brings in a brochure for the Disney college program. I want to know more, but also I would prefer not to know any more.
I'm going to tell y'all, her energy and her look, love Brittany already.
And also her picture is not bad.
No.
Picture isn't bad. And also, this cycle are shoe contestants, shoe gals.
Mhm.
Everyone has great shoes. She has
Yes.
these yellow platforms that are stunning.
And then Tyra says, Birdie says, because Tyra doesn't know what Twitter is called.
Yep, that's what I assume.
Oh, that's so good. I didn't realize that. That's so funny.
And then Brittany just gets to fully talk to her family, and she's not the last one.
No.
Because Laura also does. And this was my alternate title for the episode. Because Laura tells her parents that America gets a vote. And her mom goes, oh no.
That was my favorite moment.
America hates the
Trust American
Colbys.
elections.
No, I think it's like Laura's mom's like, they're gonna know you. That's the worst part of you. I thought they could just look at you.
I just don't think she trusts the American electoral system.
I
Well,
agree.
Jeff Colby is a Republican, so maybe not.
Everyone on Dynasties probably is. That show taught them to be
Sure.
Republican.
Then Destiny comes in, cosmetologist with a dermal piercing.
And also fully crying instantly in the edit.
And we get a return to our Tyra interview style of yore,
Mm-hmm.
which nobody wanted.
Nope.
So how do you get food now? Great question.
Do you
Terrific.
dumpster dive?
And my opening quote, tell us what's so wild.
And we're laughing because this is an incredibly sad story
Mhm.
that Tyra can't help but exploit.
It's her protein, it's her meat, it's her life-giving force.
How does it feel to be a
It's
dirty
her
poor?
hot drink and her iced tea.
Yeah.
Destiny also doesn't, to me, strike me as someone who really wants to do this.
No.
No.
This seems like an opportunity for Destiny. Destiny feels like our mall pick, our piercing pagoda pick.
Yeah, because she's a fine enough contestant. And I'll always fear for the one that gets their like trauma put on display
Mhm.
because it's so rough to watch always. But
She is very beautiful.
yeah, I don't
She's
think
gorgeous. I mean, that dermal piercing's never going to heal, but
I don't think she's a bad contestant. It's just that I'm not 100% why Destiny wants to do top model.
and the way Top Model frames it is money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In a
It does seem like an
strange
escape
way.
situation.
Yeah.
We do get a story from Rob that he apparently was extremely reluctant to share and then refuses to share ever again.
Uh-huh. Oh no, I was vulnerable.
Because for a second I was like, okay, all right, we're getting some Rob backstory. Let's see what we can do with this. And then he immediately undercuts it by saying how much he hated doing it.
Cool. Well, I mean, feelings are for gays. So Ivory comes in.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Narelle.
so glad we got these 17 seconds with Ivory, who speaks in a full yell the entire time, takes out her retainer to reveal a missing front tooth, and then shows us that she can fit her fist in her mouth. She thinks it's suspenseful, but she's not sure.
I just like that she compares her missing tooth to a front gap and basically says she has a side part gap. And I'm like,
and Johnny responding to the fist in the mouth by saying, "That's definitely a unique pose."
I wouldn't have done that, but you do you, Ivory. My best friend in middle school, shout out Taryn, had the same thing. And she would sometimes just look at someone and go, and like jiggle the tooth.
fantastic. Alyssa has a tattoo that Kelly makes about herself.
She sure does.
Because she has boss written on her lower lip.
The inside.
The inside of her lower lip.
I'm just going to say, in response to her justification, there are plenty of places you could get a tattoo where your parents can't see it, that are not inside your mouth.
Yeah. You do have, like, your parents don't strip you naked every day, right?
Also, you just showed it on national television.
That's my thing. Hey, I'm going to say it. I don't know if this is unpopular or not. I think lip tattoos are fun. I love that surprise. Because I'm going to say, in my life,
sitting for it.
Just
anecdotally, in my life, it is always from people I have not expected. And I love that whimsical little treat that I get every so often. But then again, Kelly's like, no, I'm the boss.
Me. Do you hear that, Johnny? I'm the boss. Amber comes in.
And you cannot tell me that Amber is not an Amanda Bynes character.
When Amber starts dancing, Kelly says, ew, stop.
Love that we didn't get enough silly dancers for a montage.
No.
Yeah, Amber was probably like, oh, there'll be a lot of people doing this.
I'm part of the package.
Imagine going into auditions just being like, I'm going to be in a montage.
Well, because then Stacey Ann comes in and
Give
sings,
Brianna her name.
Yes.
sings an improvisational Pot Leadum song in a puffy leopard coat.
That's the thing. They want us to mock her singing voice, but I was so distracted by all the fashion.
Yeah.
And then even more distracted by Kristen with a C's cheerleading.
With no shoes on.
Also, if you're going to throw pom-poms to anyone, you pick Kelly Catrone.
I think Kelly asked for them.
I bet.
And then she hucks them at her face.
Well, they're so high. She's like,
And then in comes Kitty, a.k.a. Lady Cat 2, a.k.a. Jasmine.
At
with
least Lady
weird
Cat was a
French
human
music.
being person. Jasmine's not a person.
But look, it's even better when you put her right next to genuine weirdo Victoria, because so much is about to happen.
Yeah. But let's buffer it. Before we get to Victoria.
Every time we talk about Victoria, we need to cleanse before and after.
I don't, as much as Jasmine thinks she's a cat, in the way that Cat's Eye from the X-Men thinks they're a cat, because she's always like, meow. Meow, meow.
Meow, meow.
I've never heard a cat say meow. Like, she's like read about cats in books.
She's only seen it written.
Yeah.
It's like when you learn to pronounce a word from a book and then you hear it out loud and everyone's like, what?
Denouement. Oh, denouement. Okay.
Oh, got it.
So,
Victoria
likes to talk.
Oh my God.
I do find her well-spoken. No, I'm going to stand by this. I think she speaks clearly and she has a command of vocabulary.
No, I
Clearly,
disagree.
yes. Command of vocabulary, absolutely not.
No, because this is the
She
problem.
knows a lot of them.
Well,
She does use the most words.
yes. Victoria has written an entire essay on Glammarly and then is reading that essay to you. Because she has read.
Because she's lived in so many times and places. Because she's a vampire. Which language is she speaking right now? What era is it? She's constantly catching up.
She's also auditioning for another cycle of top model elsewhere at the same time.
And I'll give it to her. This is a good photo.
It's a great photo.
I think she's good at modeling.
I think she's a good model.
But
then we get an exchange.
Oh.
And look, I'm going to be focusing on what's probably not the craziest part of this because it sent me.
Mm-hmm.
So they're talking about classic top model fashion. She looks a little bit different. She looks a little bit quirky. And Johnny Wujek says, your nose is a little bit bigger. And her response is, well, yeah, that's Jewish, but I'm proud of it. Y'all?
Johnny was not ready.
I wasn't ready because you go to Liberty University.
But also, who told this person? Show me the receipts.
Well, we never get, and you cannot find it online because this is the first time that I had to go searching for a contestant before we get to them because we don't have any confirmation that she is Jewish or Native American, as we learn in this speech. The only thing we know about her is she is very, very Christian.
Let's set this up then, because we haven't really mentioned it yet. Because these have been on Facebook, we have been getting some smatterings of quotes that judges are reading, mostly Tyra, from online. It would have been cool for Brian Boyd to have been here for this, but whatever.
Busy, I guess. Or they hired him later.
I guess. Because maybe, honestly.
Oh, yes.
Because she doesn't mention him live.
Lex, that makes a lot of sense.
And this does not go great for Tyra.
No, it doesn't. And there is no separate platform yet. Because later, that person gets a separate platform away from the judges. So I think this was a last-minute decision.
Makes so much sense.
That does make a lot of sense. Anyway, Melissa has some critical things to say about Victoria's picture. And then Victoria is commanded to address Melissa.
Apologize to that hat.
And she calls out the Trail of Tears, the Holocaust, and then says, you're a racist. And
if you have a problem with my face, you're racist. And the judges' reactions.
The scream that I unleashed.
I'm like holding my breath right now.
No one was ready for this.
Never have I missed Miss J more.
Could you imagine their face?
Because we don't get any verbal response from the judges. The moment happens, and we move on in a way that feels so strange.
And I'll say this, for the first half of this, I thought, wow, Victoria knows how to give an insult while being technically nice. Because she says, Melissa, I hope you're doing well. I love that you have the courage to post something like that. And I was like, oh, amazing. Cool, that's done.
That's
nice.
the way to interact.
And then she just kept going, and it goes.
And she's like, but my people have endured the Trail of Tears and the Holocaust. So if you don't like my face, you're a racist.
How did we get here? Look, she's just milking the moment.
Never did I ever think we would reference the Trail of Tears on America's Next Top Model. What?
And then we learn yet another Victoria fun fact that's going to be the bigger plot. And that is the relationship with this mother.
She's so selfless. She provides fresh blood in every town they go to.
To give Victoria a little bit of credit, there is a lot of talk about Victoria when she's sitting 2 feet away from them.
There is one contestant, we'll find out later, is named Casey, who's making her whole deal being shitty.
Yeah, Casey has everyone's name in her mouth.
And is ready
just like Casey's of yore.
Yeah.
At a moment to fist bump people. Just like ready to be like, I did it. I said another bad thing about a person.
Leela comes in. And that's not how I would have pronounced the name. So I guess thank you for telling us.
Truly, yes.
Because it is spelled like I would Layla.
Yeah.
But Leela.
Yep.
Textiles, fashion, merchandising, design. And I went, oh no. Because that's never gone well for anyone on the show. Justice
for Julie.
Shocked that there was not an immediate quiz.
She's dressed so well, though.
Leela is a working model who's working. I am certain. Because she calls
100%.
herself a freelance model.
She probably had to technically say that to be on the show.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'm freelance.
I love the response. This was so weird to me. They're like, if you come on the show, you're going to have to be a sponge. You're going to have to absorb everything. And she goes, oh, I'm really good at that. You're good at absorption?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a brawny paper towel. She butters up to Kelly in the way that is so brilliant.
Brilliant. And of course, you know we're going to say it. Now Tyra likes the Gap.
And I agree. I think it
works for her.
It works for her. Thankfully, we're not going to Chelsea it up and like make it enormous. Because I think Leela would be like, it's big enough. Thank you.
I love that she came in with the dental history. She's like, I've already closed it and reopened it.
Mhm.
There's nothing you can do to me that I haven't done already.
And then dead-faced tacky skirt Maria comes in.
I knew from jump Maria was going to be your least favorite of the contestants that make it in.
Yeah. And
It's the tears.
I have no sympathy for tears of a smart model.
When you're this smart, people don't expect you to turn into a model. Was the show making fun of her or trying to legitimize her with the One Tree Hill very special episode music?
Legitimize her.
I think they were trying to legitimize
I
her.
agree.
And also, I am sorry, as a queer person, I do not care. And I know people at the time, like, coming out of the closet about something became used for everything for a while. But her coming out of the closet about modeling and then Tyra being so jazzed about her, being like, I love that you said that. Fuck
right off.
Natalie Portman went to Harvard. You know what I mean?
A stunning child actor.
Yeah.
It's so grating.
Mm-hmm.
She has such a fucking try-hard energy. We get it. You were smart. You went to high school and college early. But you know what? You don't seem that well adjusted. So maybe that wasn't the best thing for you.
This seems like a person who doesn't have a lot of social skills, which is fine because clearly she's been very busy, but does not seem to be aware that she lacks social skills, which is the much bigger problem.
And I do find it legitimately interesting that she did attend every school at a much younger than is traditional age.
Mm-hmm.
And we mostly get that later. And I found that fascinating. I wish, honestly, we had gotten more about that because that is what makes her unique in the contestant pool.
But it also explains a lot about her, though, about she's going to have a weird not great social ability when you couldn't be friends with anyone.
Her perspective's different.
Yes.
Yeah.
But instead we just get so much crying about how smart she is. And it's like, I know, we get it. You're getting your master's at Harvard. Calm down.
It's kind of the opposite that we got from Jane, who was just like, yeah, I'm both things.
Right. Then we get Darian wearing her Mardi Gras boa.
I love
it. I love
can
Darian.
already tell that the show is not going to be good to her, and I find it upsetting
Agreed.
because I found her, A, as we already said, gorgeous, and B, just naturally charming.
I loved when they talked about her legs, and she goes, well, I bike to school every day, so... I just love that she's like, yeah.
And immediately the show treats her poorly when Rob gets up to model with her. And then Kelly, who's technically her boss, makes a blowjob joke.
Yep.
And she was doing such normal modeling poses.
Yeah. And then we get a weird yellow sepia-toned flash sort of backwards where Kelly is before we see Darian's picture, we get a Kelly Catrone cheering her on, which is great. I'm glad that Darian's getting a pump up. And then we see her picture, which is one of the better ones.
Sure. But why did we need Kelly hype train?
It's so odd. It's as if the episode was like 4 seconds too short. And they were like, throw it in.
Then Mean Casey comes in.
Says she can sing. Can sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Casey is also very ready with a highly packaged story. Like, this seems, I don't doubt the truthfulness of her motivations and a lovely relationship with her grandmother.
Love
but
the
she
picture.
just way over rehearsed it.
Yeah.
And also, did she ask Kelly to ask about her necklace? Because that's how this story comes to be, is Kelly, who's never seen the Virgin Mary before, is like, what is that? The Virgin Mary around your neck? And she's like, no, but thank you, Kelly. And now it's time for my story.
Thank you for making this seem natural. My grandmama. Her photo is terrible. Her face is completely in shadow.
I just love Johnny gently being like, so you don't want to cover your face with your arm, because then we can't see you. You're blocking the light. And then Rob, who clearly knows nothing about modeling, is like, oh yeah, you gotta know where your light is.
I've heard that once.
I love that Casey not only doesn't know where her light is, she also doesn't know where her camera is to speak to the viewer at home.
She doesn't. But you know what was the only good thing to come out of Casey's interview? We confirm that Kelly cannot sing.
Yeah. And the best thing that came out afterwards is Brittany's star bracelet reveal. Brittany, at some point, found a huge cardboard star and decided to craft a bracelet.
Well, you gotta make a wish on it.
Yeah. Brittany will always have fun, I think, is what we're going to learn about Brittany.
Yeah.
She will always make her own fun.
Yeah.
Then Jessie comes in and we totally sexualize her.
Why didn't you just show us your butt?
Every single contestant just can't get over this booty.
And then Tyra says, let's see your best ass shot. Excuse me?
Photo was cute. Thought it had personality. Maybe it's just glasses. I don't know.
I think glasses did a lot of the work.
Glasses
for sure.
help. I think
Yeah.
she's interesting looking.
I'm crushing. I think
Yeah.
she's super cute.
She reminds me of a lot of like my lesbian friends.
I enjoy the whole stoner vibe. I do.
Yeah.
I love that she's wearing like a colorful kitten sweater, and Johnny says, "Oh, I could see Katie wearing that," and Jesse goes, "Katy Perry." Yeah, Jesse.
Yes.
It's the only name we've heard in reference to him.
But I truly think she is a little bait because her photo comes up and she's like, "Oh, we're looking at me."
There's so much to Jessie that she's like wandered in here. She just happened to be wearing her college t-shirt and just was like, oh.
It's
Getting
like
a bathing
she and her
suit? Okay.
friends. It's like she and her friends were like renting a house together for a fun vacation, but she got the address wrong and just showed up.
Because she is from LA. So it totally makes sense that she's just like in the neighborhood.
And she's like, "Oh, they all seem nice," and everyone loves her. So.
Wow, everyone really likes my rear. This is great.
Actually, oh my God, maybe Jessie with just an E was supposed to be the contestant, but Jessie with an IE showed up.
Maybe she goes off to all of Jessie with an E's classes for her.
Oh,
Maybe she just works at Trader Joe's. Hey, I saw your name tag said Jessie. Can you come and model? We had a last minute dropout. And she's like, okay, sure.
I guess. Let me bring my kitten sweater.
And then we learn about Kristen's backstory.
She has been in brawls and had to change schools due to
Because she
physical
was
altercations.
suspended physically and verbally assaulting people. And first, as someone who got suspended for fighting, was I the one being bullied and therefore I stood up for myself and I was the one suspended? Yes, zero tolerance policy is terrible. That is not Kristen's storyline. Kristen said, I'm going to beat that person up.
Look, this is not a good person.
No.
Interesting person. But man, do I find her commitment to being the worst super watchable.
Yeah, I was about to say, Hannah, I'm going to argue. She is an interesting person because I find her.
Talk to this person. If you met Kristen at a bar, you would be like, "Oh, I'm good."
Yeah, I don't need any more.
Okay, a fair
But
point.
in the context of reality television,
Mm-hmm.
where she is committed to saying all of the quiet parts so loudly,
So
all
loud,
the
as
time.
loud as her bruisey looking makeup.
The only reason she doesn't want to fight anymore is because she's too pretty. And she doesn't want to ruin that face.
And yet,
And someone saying to her, "You can't just be a pretty face," and her response,
Yes.
"You can be just pretty. It's worked for the past 19 years of my life."
Glorious.
Amazing.
I love Kristen's whole deal of like, actually, I think models are mostly just pretty. I'm here to start the conversation.
I'm also just gonna this is not a nice person. I keep saying it. Social media loves her. They're like, "Oh, she's blonde and pretty and she'd be mean to me. I'm gonna eat that up."
She gives very Hollister, Roxy vibes. So yeah, you can just be pretty and do that.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, right now, as a character, happy to have her in the final 13.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Then Nastasia comes in. I'm glad we finally get confirmation about how her name is said because Taryn didn't care.
And she gets a last name, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Cute panel outfit, I thought.
Yes, not great at pop lock, I would say.
Well, also, I hate that someone commanded her to do it by being like, I hear you pop lock. And she's like,
Why does Tyra hate Nastasia?
I don't know.
I don't know.
She really does. I got that vibe too.
But she is so smart because she calls out. She's like, hey, Johnny said that I was great and I crushed it.
Brilliant.
And he's like, oh, yeah, she was really good. That was so smart.
So smart.
Did either of you find it odd that Tyra started talking about an old cycle isolated body parts teach, and it really felt like we would cut to that footage at some point?
Yeah. No.
And we never did.
No flashback because it wasn't, if I recall, she wasn't good at it.
I assumed she was talking about the Cycle 16.
Morocco,
Yeah.
where she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Then Dr. Yvonne. Can you imagine naming a baby Dr. Yvonne? No, Yvonne from University of Texas, Austin comes in.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Mhm.
But we're going to exploit some family trauma.
She is Miss Black University of Texas.
Which is funny to me only because it sounds like a nickname Tyra would come up with.
A fake. And
Yes.
at first I was like, oh, she's a beauty queen? Oh, bye, Yvonne. Got real worried. But then she gets back in the show when she is told she has a self-tooching booty as though she is an oven that is self-cleaning.
Your booty can't not tooch.
Permatooch.
Yes.
And Yvonne is ready to agree and be like, okay,
And then Rob basically says, oh, she's a fat model.
That Tyra, in Tyra Show style, says, the positive person in your life is who? Glorious.
Objection, leading the witness.
The show is also just very ready, as always, to have her size, because this is our plus size contestant, I guess, this cycle, be an issue for her. And she's just here to be a person who's modeling.
Every time, the few times she says something about the skinny contestants, it feels so forced. Like some producer begged her.
Yes.
Tyra says of her Facebook, your numbers are steady, not great. And I need to know what she thinks steady means. It's
but
like
also,
they're not in real time.
Yeah, I was going to say, is everyone else is going like, high, low, buy, sell.
I like Tyra turns around and there's ticker tape, like a stock market. Let's get Yvonne's numbers.
And then our last interview is with Kiara. Don't worry, we will show her missing the basket and being bad at basketball.
Kiara, who says, no, we're not going to do the Tyra show with me.
Amazing.
Well,
just shuts it down.
Okay. So she talks about being abused and being homeless. And then Tyra is so confused that
This is so
person,
gross. This is so gross.
A person might not be always dealing with trauma at all times. And that maybe Kiara has done the work and is maybe doesn't need to relive it every day.
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't define her and she defines herself and chooses how she gets to present herself to people.
Tyra's like, but that's always there. And Kiara goes, no.
And Tyra's just like, huh? And then Rob tells her she's sexy because that's the only comment he has for any model.
Anyone. Be more sexy or you're sexy.
I don't think she's got the best picture.
No.
But
and
the interaction
what I've seen in
with
these
her,
2 episodes, that might be a trend.
But the interaction with her grandmother, where she's like, I was just in judging, and it's just like you see on TV when you watch it. It was so cute.
It was
and how
very
they
cute.
introduce each other. Hi, Nana. Hi, lovely person.
Oh,
I gotta say, I actually like these little family interaction things.
they're not bad.
I do too.
It really humanizes people very quickly. Not shocking, we didn't get a Kristen one that I remember, did we?
No.
Kristen gets on with someone, she's like, do you have the money?
Pay up.
And it's just a sentient cigarette, like hanging out talking to her.
How's that face healing, bitch? Top model sorority house and new
Some
prizes.
of you are already home.
That's what she said before when they're going home, but they live in LA. This is your home and your real home.
And you just imagine super high Jesse being like, what?
What? When did I get home? I shouldn't have drove.
She starts putting on her pajamas. I guess I'm home.
She doesn't actually get in the house. She just wandered in the house.
Tyra says that and Jesse just walks up. Like, okay.
More to hear.
All right, everyone leave. I'm tired. So the new prizes.
I forgot just how many of these were new, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A fashion feature in Nylon magazine.
Not a cover.
No. The face of Dream Come True.
Which I forgot was
Prestigious.
still a thing.
Me too.
Yup.
Offered a contract with LA Models and New York Model Management.
Who I started with.
Okay. And campaigns with Nine West. And hey, Smashbox Studios does makeup now. Smashbox
thanks.
Cosmetics.
And I gotta say, Nine West and Smashbox Cosmetics, those are fun additions.
Yeah.
I do wonder if all of these shoes were from Nine West, and that is why so many people had to choose.
Maybe. And then a $100,000 cash prize that comes into question next episode in a way that isn't explained.
Uh-huh.
Because this seems real possibility to win up to $100,000.
And it is the end, as we know it, of CoverGirl.
Gone. Who knew that Flipstick would be the last mention
Right.
of a CoverGirl product?
And it's so odd to just have it be $100,000, as it's right now, $100,000. Just cash.
Not a job.
Just lying around. Nobody's sponsoring this.
I also found it funny that the Smashbox Cosmetics picture they showed was literally one with no smize because it's makeup covering up both eyes. I'm like, come on.
And then there's some ADR about unfiltered feedback from fans.
They've tallied. They're constantly tallying.
Tick, 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 tick.
The tallying never stops.
They're going from 30 to 13.
And the choice.
Oh
the
my
first
gosh.
person. This is the person that you pick.
Fantastic.
You're number one in the sorority house.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
She's beaten everyone up to get to be number one in the sorority house, yes.
Because it's Kristen.
With a K.
Because poor cheerleader Kristen with a C is like, oh.
Then Nastasia against Tyra's will.
Mm-hmm.
And then what feels like should have been the first pick based on the episode.
Laura.
Yeah.
Alyssa, who gets slut-shamed for her shorts.
For no reason.
For zero reason.
Very normal shorts.
Especially compared to everyone's. Destiny, Kiara, Leela, Darian, Maria, Jessie, because she's there.
Who gets a full chant from the other contestants.
They all
because
love
she
her
has
so
worked
much.
them up. She is giving them edibles that she has on hand.
Just
And
power
her
that butt.
diversity is jeans.
Yep.
and sleeves.
Brittany,
Yay.
Yvonne. And then we get a cut to commercial and a captions crunch upon returning of Crow Cause.
And can I point out something that I watched 3 times to make sure this was true? After Leela has her name called, you catch Tyra for the briefest second, put her hand out, look at the next name, and put it back. You actually, I was like, oh, that's how she's remembering these names. She's got a tiny little paper in it. And I watched it multiple times to make sure that's what it was. And I got to give Tyra credit. It is quick. It is boop, boop Darian or whatever the next name
Yeah.
was. Yeah, I was right. Yay.
Yeah. So the last person picked is, of course, Victoria.
This dramatic synth music was amazing. I just want to throw that out
Yes.
there. So good.
And have contestants ever been less enchanted by the final pick?
Nope.
The not picks are Casey, Brianna, Jasmine, Kristen with a C, Amber, Ivory, Savannah, Deidre, Sarah, oh no, Christian, and Delaney. And then we get Jasmine.
Delaney's a great name.
Delaney's
I
a great
love
name.
the name Delaney.
And also, the real commenters love Delaney. Jasmine's exit interview is
subtitled Cat Dog.
But don't let that take away from Brianna's exit interview.
Justice for Brianna. She's the only one that I would have switched out
agree.
someone for.
Yes. I'm trying not to cuss, but I feel like shit. Yes.
To be fair, we always need one person eliminated that we're like, oh, should have been on the show.
it was
I think
kind of a
Brianna is
bummer,
that
though.
person.
I loved her.
And the worst part of them moving directly into the house
Is
that Tyra yells, well, ladies, don't just stand here, go move into your house, while all of the rejects
have to
are still just standing on the lawn in formation.
Yep.
Yeah, and they have to listen to them run in and start screaming?
Yeah.
It was very strange. Just like, hey, losers, you're not invited into the sorority.
Mm-hmm. And then
And-
we're going to find out exactly how much production knows about college/sorority houses, because the themes of the 3 bedrooms are the sporty fierce room,
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm,
football
the
room.
geek chic room,
mhm, mhm, mhm.
and
Best room.
pink.
Awesome. It's an awesome room. It has awesome written on the wall. So football has things like Raw and X's and O's doing plays.
And non-complimentary colors.
Ooh, and the ugliest green.
Ugh.
The geek room is the best room.
Yes.
It's yellow and white. There are butterflies in frames. Scrabble, mustache. Oh no.
Pure.
Mustache and glasses and top model math.
It had some top model math on there.
And then the awesome room is pink and black, and the walls are corsets. They're corsets hanging on the wall.
Were they just scared of Kristen and they let her decorate the 3rd room?
But I'm going to argue that I think physically the pink awesome room is the most comfortable because people tend to hang out there in the next episode way more than the other rooms. So I
Sure.
feel like that got the good rugs, the good
Yes.
beds.
Yes.
There's also a rainbow runway and candy floor seats.
Classic things that every sorority house has.
And then You know who loves talking straight to the camera?
Leela. Ready to narrate. Put her in, coach.
It feels like the last couple of minutes are a documentary that Leela is doing.
Then when we head into the credits, we get 2 reveals.
Yeah.
Number 1, there's a new Tyra business logo.
As I wrote, Bankable Productions is dead. Long live the Tyra Banks Company. Smize your fears.
Smize your fears. Smize and dreams. Smize your fears. And then the Lazy Town-esque credit music.
I was about to say something so stupid.
Do it.
But I guess they opened up the vault and took out $100,000 of those banknotes, and that's where that money is coming from. And now the bank is over.
The bank is over. It is declared bankruptcy.
Uh-huh.
It is not being bailed out by the government, and they have no money left for rights-free music because the music that plays over the credits is no longer fashionable or good. Mm-hmm. So we are left with some children's TV music. Mm-hmm. And y'all, after I watched this episode, I thought, we're in for it. I think this is our new favorite season.
I just, again, from a podcasting perspective.
Yes.
This was a delight. It was so nice after 3 cycles of not having one to have an audition episode.
Yes.
It is kind of fascinating to me about how condensed it all was in a way, but still felt like
enormous.
It hit most of the things that I want it to have.
It feels like an intoxicating blend of stuff from very old Top Model that we missed and new things that are stupid.
Yes.
Yeah. Which honestly, I can't ask for more.
And if you're asking for more, well, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast, and then maybe we'll do it. Only after you review. We love your hot takes, your iced tea. You can also reach out to us at podleadum.com or send us an email at podleadum@gmail.com. You can find me anywhere at YetCharming.
I'm on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
I'm on TikTok at JDB Crump. Okay.
And be sure to use the hashtag podleadum. And college. Sure.
Yeah.
Anytime you do. Why not?
Hashtag college.
No, hashtag college sure.
Thank you. College? Sure.
Sure.
So for Podleadum, I have been Lex Basile Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
Podleadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.